So yeah, we just finished our, non-spoiler, non-deep dive, normal review. We're doing a deep dive, which we haven't done in months. When was the last deep dive we did anyway? Furious.
We did one on, what is it? That Christian movie.
Oh yeah, Of New Angels.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a good deep dive. That.
Don't know which one. Maybe Furiosa was after that.
Yeah, maybe. I get lost in it all. It doesn't seem like, how many months is it? 7 months since June came out. Almost 8 months. That's crazy. Yeah, we're back with a deep dive. What do you want to talk about first? Do you want to just get into the Disney thing?
It's more a broad topic, and then we can go a bit more into the wild robot.
Yeah, so... Well, like, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's what... I'm just saying what DreamWorks have come out with. Yeah, basically. Migration. Yeah, Puss in Boots and The Wild Robot, they're like top tier, aren't they, basically? Puss in Boots, would you actually give that a point? We could retrospectively rate it.
Yeah, it's very close to it.
Yeah, it's closer than The Wild Robot, and The Wild Robot's close. So.
I was just saying the big bad wolf in Puss in Boots is a lead character.
Yeah, one of the best villains of all time. Honestly, I wish we could have done a deep dive on that. Got a lot to say about that.
He's just stalking his prey. Inevitable death.
Yeah, and does he actually exist? Is he real? Is he? I don't know. Maybe we should do one, because everything is really interesting.
We didn't even watch Puss in Boots 1. We still like Puss in Boots 2.
Yeah, true.
Stood on its own.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, so Kung Fu Panda, we didn't like that one. Which, the review should be out soon. It's been recorded for months. They got like Boss Baby, The Croods, Abominable, Trolls, How to Train Your Dragon.
It's like half and half.
Yeah, it seemed like it, yeah. Certainly, obviously Shrek as well, but that's years ago. But like recently, I think they're beating Disney, right? Just because of Puss in Boots and The Wild Robot, really. And
because they don't insist on putting some weird messaging, they just keep it to a fairly normal message then.
Yeah, that's the other one actually, sorry. That Ruby Gill. I think that is DreamWorks.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it Illumination? Not they do Despicable Me and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that if there is, then that's a real negative. That's like a 0, that maybe.
We walked out 5 minutes in, didn't we? It was just so offensive.
Yeah, so we'll get them blue. But,
that's the like Disney one we watched. Because we didn't watch Lightyear, did
we? No, we just didn't watch them. We didn't watch the woke one, basically, because we knew they were woke.
And I think Baby Gilman was really bad though.
Yeah. Smacking you in the face. Oh, like, Turning Red and Soul.
Turning Red's the wokest Disney one we watched.
Yeah. Soul, pretty woke as well. In a different way.
And we just really don't get how anyone could say Soul was a good film.
No, which we've said in previous videos, I think.
Because we watched woke films and, we can admit that they're good films are.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but Soul, it's woke and it's bad, so...
Yeah. What's the audience like? I don't understand what people like.
No, it's we know leftists are pretty strange and they like very strange things, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So, maybe we just can't understand why someone like it, but they like it.
Yeah.
Or whatever I mean.
Yeah.
But then you ask a kid if they like Soul and they say yes, then they?
Don't know, yeah. I don't know.
And they say they like everything they do.
That's true, yeah.
Just saying, Disney, they got Moana. And obviously Inside Out 2 was very successful for them.
I think Milan is actually going to be bigger numbers than Inside Out 2.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Because I was talking about what kids say, like I think a lot of them say that's their favourite movie is Milan. The first one. For some reason they just love it.
Yeah. And you watched it recently, didn't you? What did you make of the first one?
I thought it was, a good movie. I was comparing it to Inside Out 1. And I thought Inside Out 1 was way better. So,
Big Bong.
Yeah. Big Bong. Oh.
Shout out to the G.
Yeah.
Top G.
But then, I don't know about Milana, really. I'm interested to see where it goes. What about, like, the whole thing and sequels in general? Like, they're just like, serving out sequels constantly.
Yeah, I think because they got wrecked recently. And they're like, alright, let's kind of get us back in the big books. And get the kids and the parents back on side. And we'll just make Inside Out 2 and Moana 2.
Yeah, do you think it's just like, just the way that people are who are writing the new, the original screenplays? It's just the way they are, like the work elements. And that's just their reality. So, like, they can't help but put it in. Like, they're not even intentionally doing it. Or do you think, like, they are just intentionally doing it to indoctrinate children or turn them into trannies and stuff?
It's tough because I've seen, like, quotes of people who worked in Disney or whatever saying that they had people coming in saying, no, you've got to put this in.
Yeah.
And celebrating that they're getting this weird stuff in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's tough, isn't it? Because, like, are the actual writers themselves doing it, or are they just getting, like, a message that they have to? Like you said, someone's coming in from the alley, they just walk in, and they're like, oh, you got to do this. Message from the top.
Yeah, it has to come from the top, right? Because if the people at the top didn't want this stuff in, then they would force them to take it out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because they see the movie, don't they, before any of us do, so. On the screen, but even before that, so. Yeah.
I think Pixar's the one who's got wrecked the most of it. All of the recent ones have been drowning in it.
Yeah.
I think the normal Disney ones, like, they kind of survived.
Yeah, I think they don't want to tarnish that brand, but, like, it's just all one thing, isn't it, now? Like, no one segregates it, really. So,
because it used to be like, watch a Pixar movie, like Toy Story, it's a Pixar movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, like, I can't even recall which one's Pixar and which one's Disney, right?
No. Probably because they're not as good as well, so they're stuck in your head. But, but none of them have been exception. None of them have been, like, original, like Inside Out, the first one was. You think, like, what an interesting concept, Like, none of them have been like that. Recently.
Because even Inside Out 2, like, it pales in comparison to the first one.
Yeah.
Even though it's set in the same universe, I think you'd expand it and adapt it.
Yeah.
And it's actually worse.
I don't know if it's just a lack of creativity or what, but. Interesting.
And I think Moana is supposed to be a TV series.
Oh, right.
Like a short, like, animated TV series. And then they've probably course corrected because the recent ones have done poorly.
Yeah, you may worry more money, obviously, off an actual cinema release thing, because otherwise you're just relying on subscriptions for Disney.
Yeah. And obviously it's targeting children and they don't look out for new, like, streaming releases or even do it.
No.
That is that world.
Yeah. I think that pretty much establishes that at the moment DreamWorks is better.
And they're actually bringing back Shrek soon.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know about that, but I think that is one that you can bring back. Like Toy Story shouldn't be brought back for Disney. Like, that's just pointless because they're making a new one of them. But
Woody's just going to come back out now, even though they wrote him out the storyline of the last film.
Perfect ending. And then they go and, like, bring him back again. But I think Shrek, I think there's places to go with that. Shrek's got a lot of layers on me. A lot of layers, and if you can get Puss in Boots, the Puss in Boots from the recent movie, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
I need to bring them all back together. I'll split off characters.
I mean, like, you know, obviously it's always been the same Puss in Boots, but I mean, like, the same personality. Like, because obviously he's developed and throughout that last movie. It'd be really interesting to see him with Shrek.
He doesn't think he's a hero anymore. He knows his mortality.
Yeah. That'd be so interesting, because Shrek is like a beast, and so they can get in some right trouble.
Shrek's such a chad that he got with a princess.
Yeah.
When he's an ogre.
Yeah, it's because he knew, like, she was a princess, like, because she looked like an ogre. He was playing the long game.
It's the only ogre he's ever met. And he secured her.
Yeah, fair play.
And she could have just stayed as a human.
Yeah.
And he's an alpha.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's happening with Donkey and that dragon. Just don't even go there with that. It's just a joke, isn't it?
Yeah. That actually reminds me, I was listening to Smash Mouth this morning. A couple of their songs, it's really good.
All Sparrow.
Yeah. But anyway, does that end the discussion on them too? What do you call
Studios.
Studios, that's it. I think it does though. Unless you got anything else you want to say?
I think we're good.
Talk about the wild robot then, what do you want to say about it? So, like, it's quite a lot to this movie, really. And obviously, there's spoilers. If you haven't already guessed, it's a deep dive.
We're gonna go into like everything to do with this film.
Yeah.
Do you want to start off with the world it's set in?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
I think that's the most intriguing part of the story.
Yeah. So, like, basically, these robots are doing, like, human, like, workforce tasks, aren't they? In, like, undisclosed locations. It's like Interstellar. You know, and they're in that thing at the end. You know, like that big, like, thing that's, like, always in somewhere in space.
Like a fake Earth.
Yeah, like a fake farm Earth thing. It's like that, basically. It looks like them, that sort of like.
So they're doing tasks like labor, and then the humans are just like scientists or data collectors or whatever.
Yeah. Seems like it. Seems like there's been like a population collapse, basically. And yeah. The robots are just so as substitutes.
And then we think it's because there's some extreme weather phenomenon. There's massive storms and like rising sea levels.
Yeah, so did you ever see any humans when they went to the outside world? Did you see any human?
No, I don't think so. There's humans in that dome place on.
Right. Alright, I was just gonna go on. I was just gonna say, I might as well say it's deep dive. No, nothing's off limits. I was just gonna say, you know, like, maybe, you know, the robot that comes down and, like, tries to take Wild Robot. Or Roz. That's, like, part of, like, this, you know, God robot. It's, like, some AI thing that's, like, controlling the world now.
No, I think humans still have control of them.
Right, okay. Yeah. I don't know, though. Like, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, because
I think when they're fighting the birds off, the humans deployed them. They, like, click screens and deployed them.
yeah, I remember now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, then, like, a big control room on there, doing stuff. They're like, what the hell's the motive there? Like, what are they doing? Like, what?
Because we don't actually know why they attack the birds. Maybe the birds or the animals have some, like, pathogen that's lethal to humans, so they carry some airborne pathogen or something. That's just wild speculation.
Pretty sure, like, a more logical explanation is that they just didn't want the birds, like, in the place. You know, defecating everywhere.
Ruining their data.
Yeah, they were, like, in that, like, farm area, were they?
Hmm.
So, like, they could have been eating stuff or, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but it was such a wild reaction to trying to kill them with poisons.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I think maybe they're in more threat than...
Interesting. Yeah, because why the hell are they in a dome? You know, like obviously. So what are we saying then? Like the whole world is submerged in water, basically.
Well, it was at San Francisco, is that where the Golden Gate Bridge is?
Yeah, Golden Gate Bridge is in like every movie.
And that was like almost fully submerged. You could see the top of it.
Yeah, you're talking like hundreds of feet of sea level there, which I don't think will ever happen. We'll never be around to see it. Don't think there's enough water in the world to make that happen.
And then was there wild storms, like crazy storms? Or was that like created by like the fire that happened?
I don't think there were that crazy storms, were there really? Nothing you wouldn't expect in that sort of place that the wild robot was in.
I don't know, maybe it's just a sea level thing, but honestly, they don't give any like details about what's happened to the world or anything really.
No.
There's like a little video that plays from one of the robots before all of this crazy stuff happened to the world.
Yeah, so they were just saying like, oh, you can get the robot to do stuff for you, basically. Yeah. So yeah, there are humans out there, obviously.
I mean, they were like an advanced civilization. Right?
Yeah.
Because you know they could make robots, and they lived in some like idyllic city, and they were pure white.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Like a promised land, I don't.
Yeah. Because I don't know. It's hard to say, what the hell's happening. Because like you said, they didn't give us much. Which I think helped them maybe. Because it was cool and I was like revealing it.
If this was like a proper sci-fi film, like not for kids, and all the fairies that would come out of this would be crazy.
Yeah. Interesting.
You know, it's a children's movie, so they don't expand on even they don't leave many clues though.
No. Then like you said, when they come out with when they get when they get Roz back, they might obviously get all the data off of them. And sort of like he'll show them like how to care for children better and stuff on it. And like how to deal with animals better and stuff like that on it.
His obviously a program it to be able to do any of the stuff it does in the film. There's invaluable data stored. Like, because no humans have ever been able to communicate with an animal, have they?
No, so yeah.
I mean, this robot managed to do it, so
yeah.
That's like insane technology to harness it.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that really. Like, instead of shooting the birds, they could have just said, "Okay, would you mind leaving?" And then escalate it further if they don't.
I mean, and then say, "Well, we'll shoot you if you don't leave."
Yeah.
Instead of just shooting first.
Yeah.
It's really cool world that obviously they didn't have to expand it, but they could have if they wanted to.
Yeah, definitely.
And that gets into where they leaving it as a potential for a sequel at the end.
Maybe, yeah. Could be.
It ends with the bird going back and seeing the robot. And it kind of like looked like she awakened her memories.
Yeah.
Because then they did that thing when she went back there, they wiped her memory.
Yeah.
But then it was still inside her heart, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was saying. But like, where would you take her logically next? Don't know really.
Second.
She's got to have some sort of reason to overthrow that whole organisation, and she isn't.
Or to leave again and do whatever. Maybe they send her out to try and like make contact with more animals in a different area.
Yeah. Round up all these dangerous animals with your whole like great personality, and then we'll just slaughter. That's what our job is from now on.
I kind of like the idea that the animals are infected or something.
Yeah.
They killed off like 99% of the human population.
Yeah.
Why
not?
She goes out there and rounds them all up and then they exterminate them all.
Yeah.
It turns into a horror film.
Yeah. That would be good. I like this a wee bit.
It's aimed at like teenagers and adults, not children, because they're growing up by the time this next movie comes out.
Yep, that's it.
Is there any other things you want to deep dive into? Oh, love hoping.
Yeah, maybe, so, like, what is it? She's trying to get him to, like, eat something, is it? Eat something, swim, and fly. 'Cause that's what he needs to survive in this migration he's going to do.
And that's what the fox says, like a bird needs to do, basically.
Yeah. And then he assigns a task to her, doesn't he? Like, he's like, alright, well, that's your task, and you gotta make a bird do this stuff. And she's like, alright, task acquired, and she just gets on with it. It's like, it's interesting, and then, like, what's the word, like, sentiency, you know? And, like, becoming, like, you know, aware of your personality and, like, your feelings and stuff. Interesting, and, like, because, you know, obviously the robot is just, like, sequentially following, you know, the best, you know, line of things, really, and to achieve its desired goal. But then it, like, starts diverting around and as it goes on.
Yeah, it becomes more human when it, like, encounters, like, things only a human or, like, animal could deal with.
Yeah, and it's sort of like what a mum does, isn't it? Like, you know, nothing works the same for every child, does it? Like, every child's different, so, like, you can't really, there's only so much information they can give you. Like, which is why the possum was good, because it was like, yeah, sort of like a laissez-faire approach to it, really, wasn't it? It had, like, 7 possums.
Yeah.
So 7 baby possums.
And it was kind of like it didn't care what happened to him, but it did actually, didn't.
Yeah. I think that's just what happened in the end, isn't it? When you're a parent, like, it just is what it is, and there's some stuff you can't control.
Yeah, like they're really weak compared to like the other things on the island.
Yeah.
And, like, more death is inevitable.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then, yeah, sort of, Rose sort of gains some of that stuff, but then also stays with the whole regimented thing as well, really. A bit of both.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like the last surviving goose on the planet or whatever, on the area. Like, they see other geese, like, flying and doing all that. But it doesn't mean, like, he's gonna do exactly like them.
No.
I mean, he wasn't even supposed to survive being born.
Yeah, he's like a runt.
A weak one.
A weak boy, and he would never survive without the world robot, so. And the folks.
Like, even if I remember the one that she killed at the beginning of the film, probably wouldn't have. Well, they'd done, like, birds are pretty brutal, right? They would probably have just eaten it.
Yeah, probably. Crazy boy.
So, you had to do. I'm sure you've seen the film if you're watching this deep dive bit.
Yeah.
You had to, like, do stuff his own way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because his wingspan wasn't good, so he had to, like, dive more like an eagle. Falcon.
Falcon boy.
And he's the best character. If you watch the short review, I said he's the best character.
Yeah. Makes me think, actually, I think the overarching theme here is adaptation. Because the humans are adapting to their new surrounding, and the robot is, and the goose, whatever the hell his name was.
Even Hingy, the fox was, because he went against his own nature, didn't he?
Yeah, it's interesting that, because, like, that is a complete anti-woke view of this whole situation, really. Because, like, like I'd say, we should just adapt to our new surroundings, like, and just keep burning, oil if we need to, and we'll just adapt. But, like, a woke person's like, no, we shouldn't. I'm going to keep it exactly the same as we are now.
Make life harder for us.
Yeah, like, get rid of the oil. I want the world to stay exactly as it is. I don't want to adapt. I don't want to have to go to higher land or anything. I'll move away from the certain areas because it's too hot or whatever. But no, that's just like human nature, and like, we just adapt to stuff, don't we? Like, we survived the Ice Age. We're just, like, on another level, aren't we? That movie really encapsulates that.
Because they could have done it with some of the lesser characters, like the bear. They could have just said, "Oh, he's irredeemable." Like he's a bear. He's a savage or whatever.
Yeah,
Even he changed the team. So.
yeah. It's interesting in like adaptation.
Mhm.
And it's just like, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's just like the nature of the world. Everyone adapts to their surroundings.
And this is obviously a perfect way to tell a story for a child. And
Yeah. It's like motivational as well. And it's like, you're not stuck with your lot. Like you can adjust your lot. You can maneuver it about into like a good configuration.
very good message.
Yeah, because what does the boy do in the end? A goose boy. He does something great victory. Then what does he do? And in the dome.
He like knows how the robots like think and act, and so he knows how to like dodge them basically and lead his people out.
Yeah, becomes a hero. Based off his superior knowledge, not just all brawn, is it? Interesting.
So we just wanted to talk about a few things that I liked about this film. And hopefully he gets some more films like this in the future.
Yeah. Not necessarily a sequel, but, some original stuff that's actually good.
And is there any animated films coming out in the future?
Moana, the Lord of the Rings one. Movie called Flow, which is like, like an animation again. It's about a few animals actually. There's no words in it. One of them sorts. No speaking lines in it.
Yeah.
And then more of a snail, I think it's called. I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's an adult one again. I really looked too much into it, but apparently it's good. Yeah. What do you reckon our next deep dive will be? Was there something you wanted to say at the end of this? At the end of this review? You wanted to say something? So like you wanted to talk about another movie that's coming out. You wanted to reference to it at the end of this.
Wicked.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, the whole lion thing is what you're going to get into.
We've got a very, we've seen the Wicked trailer, and the Wicked Witch of the West, is it?
Yeah.
Is like cradling a lion cub. And we're thrown out there right now. We think it's the lion. He grows up to be the scared lion. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I think we could just Google it. Like we said that in one of the previous reviews a few months back. I think we could just Google this and find out, like, in June. We were wondering what was going to happen in the next movie. But because obviously it's been a stage play on Wicked for years, so we could just find out if we wanted to, probably. That's our theory, anyway. Sight unseen.
Just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Or they show some lion cub, but it wasn't going to be the lion in the main story.
Yeah.
So I wonder why it becomes a beta, and then does the witch do something to him?
Actually, like news him or something.
Locks him up in a whatever. And she gets banished to the west.
Yeah, the east. But yeah.
I wonder if the Tin Man will appear.
That was a bad fight, then. And like, I'm just talking about to be on set. Like, it must have been hell, must have. Because the lights back then were like crazy, weren't they?
Yeah.
The lighting.
And they also had asbestos chipped on it.
And also no fans or anything. No air conditioning like you could nowadays. Because there's too much noise on it. So like, it must have been hell for it. Because it was all indoor sets as well, wasn't it?
It'd be won an Oscar for supporting actor.
Yeah. What a guy. The lion as well, actually.
He was into a massive fairy seat.
Yeah, that's actually worse. Like, I know the tin is like reflecting it back in on himself, but the lion one is crazy as well.
Yeah, and the Tin Man's reflecting it onto the lion as well. It's Cheryl Austin.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never saw it like that. Like the asbestos was bad enough.
Mm.
That's a whole new level.
Are there any other characters? Sounds like Dorothy, the dog, Tin Man, Lion. Is that it?
Nah, there's another one.
Is it?
Scarecrow.
Oh yes, okay. What's wrong with him?
He hasn't got a heart rate or something. Yeah. He hasn't got a brain.
The lion's Black's carriage.
Yeah.
And what's the Tin Man? He has to be like oiled up, but is that just part of his character?
It's not just part of his anatomy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. It's ages since I watched that. I don't even know. Should know that really. But... Oh yeah, comment below then. Because you know. I know you know.
Yeah. That's our favourite film. We watch it every Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember when we watched Play in Blackpool about the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. It was actually pretty good.
It was on the pier, one of the piers.
Yeah. It was actually alright, but for some reason I wasn't vibing with it.
Yeah, I think you were. I watched it all.
Yeah.
I don't remember it because I was like 7 or 8.
I remember it because I was like me and Dad went. And we were just sitting there like, I was just... I think obviously we just left like halfway through. But now I fully vibe with it.
It's down. I wonder if that's still going.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, back to the question I asked before we went on a massive rant. Like, what do you think our next deep dive will be? Like, with the upcoming slate? What do you think we'll have a lot to talk about?
I guess we just mentioned Wicked, that could be one.
Yeah.
It is actually deep and has a lot of ties to the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You know, in the Wizard of Oz, like, how does he still maintain that he's a real wizard after, like, this witch does all this crazy stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna win, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true.
You know, he still has a position of power.
I'm glad he should make it.
It could be deep dive because we watched Gladiator 1 recently and that's actually quite a deep story, and it would just be fighting back.
Yeah, really good.
He has a good narrative.
Yep. And I don't even know what else is coming out. I don't even think now, but
It might be Venom 3.
no,
I'll
then.
tell you that. Service level action in
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very much so.
It's Tom Hardy's last go at it as Venom.
Yeah.
Is that the middest trilogy ever made?
Probably. I don't remember really half the stuff from him, you know.
Because usually films are bad as Venom, they don't get the second or third film, do they?
Yeah.
Somehow this has got 3 films.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't think I've got much else to say there.
Yeah, just one real quick thing going. Andy Serkis is playing someone in this Venom film.
Alright. Interesting.
Is he going to be an motion capture? Is he actually being a real human this time?
That's it.
Playing the god of the symbiotes, isn't it?
Alright.
No.
Interesting. Cool. So we'll be seeing that soon anyway, won't we? Soon.
When did it come out? On your weekend?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
When we're recording this. Yeah, nice one. Like I said, I haven't got much else to say.
Well, very much, very good.
Yeah.
Recommend it.
Definitely. That'll do. Bye.